Well, there we are. Finally, I had some kind of sound issues. I gotta check it out. Got a new mic. So I don't know if that's what caused it or what the deal was, but this is actually the first time I'll be streaming with it. So, and let me know how the sound is if you're over there in the chat or whatever, and I'll see what I can do to fix it or whatever. Anyway. So we got a few things to go over. Nothing really big. Amusing, but absolutely nothing really big. Oh my God, man. I tell you. So to bring you up to speed on our little buddy up there in Tennessee, I'm going to try, mind you, to avoid using straight up names so that nobody can piss and moan and whine and cry and whimper, because of both the little motherfuckers that I'm going to talk about are a couple of little whiny ass crybaby bitches that it's okay for them to say whatever they want to, but it ain't okay for anybody else to say shit back at them. So, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you the one of our little buddies up there in Tennessee, a little clip from his latest horse crap, bullshit, whatever you want to call it. Doesn't matter what you want to call it. That just suffice it to say that he just freaking lost it. I don't know. He thinks that for some reason he's still this famous fucking entertainer, and he's not. He's far from that. He's actually, to be honest, to be frank, he's a wannabe that never was. And he keeps posting this shit and keeps posting this shit and keeps posting this shit. You know, frankly, the best thing he could do is just freaking fade away and go find a real job someplace. And, you know, don't worry about anything else. You know, he's like, well, I'm going to be, you can't get me off the internet. Well, where have you been for the past, 4 years now? 5 years now? I've been around, but we got this. Make sure you guys can see that. This is his page, and he's posted a couple of new videos in the past week or two, and they're all horrendously done. But he posted this, and he fucked up because it's 24 seconds of a song, and I can play this because 24 seconds is within the realm of fair use, so I'm not frickin'. But I get up here big. Oop, pause. But you'll get the idea. Get a load of this screeching and shit. Here we go.
There she stood in my street, smiling from her head to her feet. I said, hey, baby, what?
But yes, guys, that's his latest noise making garbage attempt. And then he also did this, which is basically, it's the same thing. I don't know what he thinks he's going to use. Oh, I love this. Where it says Mark Connor's Harley and John Deere studio mix. Oh, like you did anything live in the past, what, 20 years? 15 years? 10? 5? No, where you been? You haven't been any place. Let's take a quick listen at a little bit of this too, because it's going to sound the same as what I just played.
Crank it up! I'm shining my chrome on the Harley, getting ready to ride into town. Old farmer's plowing his field to make the dead last rounds.
What the fuck? Can you do anything without using, oh, what's that program called where you can enhance your voices? Auto tune. This is all auto tune garbage. You know, and if you're going to do a tribute to, you know, a classic rock song like All Right Now, which was done by Free back in 1969 was when that was released originally. And they still play it. Movies play it. So it's a popular song. And here he is trying to be something, and I don't know what the hell he's trying to be. But he's also got, you know, part of his problem is he's got so many. These are all of his YouTube pages. Let's see what he's got going on over here. This is the Jack Russell story that he was supposed to post an interview on that nobody ever saw, which is not surprising. It's usual his auto untune. Oh, that's good. Yep. You are right. You are correct. So anyway, on to bigger and better things. Let's get down and let's talk about Jabba a little bit, shall we? You know who Jabba is. That guy that sits down there in Texas. And they changed some crap down here on StreamYard. I don't know what the hell those little arrows mean. Oh, it tells me what camera I'm using. Okay, well, now I know. So, but first I wanted to bring up, he claims that he was living in Hidalgo, Texas. And I'm going to show you where that's at. He kept saying that he was living in Hidalgo, Texas. And from his front porch, he could step out there and see the border. Okay, that's what he claimed. Now, let me get back over here. I got to share this again so you guys can see this. No, I was going to bring that. I was going to mention that. Thanks for bringing that up. No, I got this from, and it's even got this little friggin' protector thingy. I suppose I could put this down here too. Just, I don't know why, because it's just me using it. But that Amazon Prime has got their that special Amazon Prime rate sale thing that they do every year, and I got this for a freaking steal, and it came with everything. It came with the swing arm mount, and it's adjustable. And and this is my first stream with this, so I'm still trying to figure out what some of this stuff is used for. But hey, I'll figure it out as time goes down the road. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to share screen again. And we're going to go over here and I'm going to show you Google Maps. Now, what we got on Google Maps is here's Palmview, Palmhurst. And these are the areas where Bob was living at before, he was living at before. Now, if you type in up here, Hidalgo, you see that it's not all that far away from where he's at, but this isn't where he's at. And the reason being is when he has live streamed, on occasion, doesn't happen every stream that he does, but on occasion, you can hear fire department ambulances going by loudly, and you can also hear trains. You can hear a train sound blowing its horn. Again, occasionally, doesn't happen every stream, but occasionally you can hear the train horns and stuff like that. So here about a week or so ago, he did a live stream, and he did a live stream while he was having breakfast at a restaurant. And that restaurant, I find it again. Was it this one? No, it wasn't that one. Not that one. I'll find it here in just a second. I had this all lined up and I had to reboot everything. I had to reboot everything because of that doggone that sound issue that I had. And that doggone it, that pisses me off when I do that because I don't like to just sit here and look for shit while I've got people watching the stream. I had this all lined up and ready to go. And it just kind of torques me when I do this. Ah, there we go. There we go. All righty. So this is the restaurant that Jabba live streamed from, where he ate his freaking sugar soaked pancakes. And this is the restaurant. And the reason that this is kind of, I know that this is because if you look right down here, here's railroad tracks right here. Then here's a big Y. This is how they turn trains around. So you're hearing a whole lot of sirens and a whole, trains occasionally. Well, there's the only train track that runs through where he's at. And it doesn't go, I mean, you can try to. You can follow this down. But it doesn't go all the way down to Hidalgo. And then when you type in, here's the funny part. There's Danny's right here. And then if you type in fire department, and I don't even need to be deadly accurate with it. Oh, looky there. Mission Fire Department. And look how close that is to them railroad tracks. Oh, and there's convenient for Bob's beer money. There's a Biomat Plasma Donation Center. Hey, better hurry up and get down there. Closes at 4 o'clock. Oh, 2425 police calls. All right. Well, anything that he did is going to be in her name, not his. He even said that studio was his. That's right. This is all info that Jabba has put out there himself. Gazebo. Yeah, he's put this shit out there himself because there's the fire department. And then just a couple of blocks away is that Danny's. Right there in the corner, there's that. And the fire department's right here. So somewhere in this general area, there's going to be it's got to be. It's going to be a converted cheap ass freaking motel room or old motel that's been converted into rooms for rent. It's going to be in a shabby ass area. It's going to be real close to a main road, as most motels back in the day were. And I don't know what main road because there's a couple of them here. You got this West 9th Street and you've got this Tom Landry Street. But this West and East 9th Street is, looky here, U.S. Business 83. So back in the day, this could have been. Oh, and hey, here's another clue. He has yammered on, and he has had cups in his place where he has bragged about Whataburger and how good it is. And there's a Whataburger, and he doesn't have a car. He doesn't have a bicycle anymore. He doesn't have that old pickup anymore. So he's either going to have to Uber or he's going to have to walk. And if he's going to have to walk, these places are going to have to be, really close by. They're going to have to be within decent walking distance. There's a Whataburger. See, and I'm just looking around. I just like looking around the neighborhood. But it's just a matter of oh my, looky there. Could this be you? Could you be here? No. You know why? Because if that senior center accepts HUD, which most of them do, you couldn't get in. You couldn't get in. Asshole in Hidalgo. He's not in Hidalgo. He's not. That's just it. That's the whole thing. He's been telling people that he's in fucking Hidalgo, and he's not in Hidalgo. He's in Mission, which is a little bit north of Hidalgo. I mean, it's all little freaking just little tiny communities, kind of crammed together. You know, it's hell. It's almost like here. You got Lincoln, you have Havelock, you got University Place, you got College View, and even though at one time all of those used to be separate entities, they're not anymore. They're all conglomerated into Lincoln. Hey, I got 5 people. Hey, man, I don't have you blocked. Come on up. I don't have you blocked. You can comment. I don't have any of you assholes blocked. You want to, because I'm not a chicken shit little fucking pussy that hides behind my keyboard. You want to come up and say what you want to say? Come on up and say what you want to say. I will let you talk. Or I'll let you comment anyway. I don't care. Another good way to see if is seeing if Jabba's live yet. And he'll go live. He'll go live again. Reworking a used meme using Microsoft Paint. Him and that Microsoft Paint, I tell you. I have seen 5-year-olds do a better job. I received a referral. Huh. Oh, okay. All right. Well, I received a referral. I have no clue what that is from a StreamYard, so I don't know. I just popped over there to check and see. It popped up and said, oh, yeah, I'm sure he'll go live claiming that he's going to take me to court over this. Yeah, okay. I have heard him talk. I'm going to sue you. I'm going to sue you. I'm calling the cops. I'm calling the cops. Boo hoo hoo. Here you go. Well, you're not going to do shit because you can't do shit. I haven't done anything that you didn't put out there. You're the one that frickin' went and had breakfast at Danny's. You're the one that went and had to broadcast and do your live stream from the restaurant. You did your live stream from the restaurant. I'm still curious to find out, even though I think we all know, and it's not a hard stretch of the imagination to figure it out, What happened in that garage? What happened in that garage that has got you so fucking scared that you flipped so damn quick Yeah, that's a little bit better. You flip so damn quick on everybody. You know what? You know what's bad, Jabba? How many times has he been on one of your streams? How many times has he called into one of your streams since that day? What's it been? 5 years ago? 4 years ago? How long has it been? You haven't seen hide nor hair of that little shit, have you? He got what he wanted. He got you to shut up. And now he's back doing the same shit. You can bet your ass he'll be talking bad about you. Yeah, I remember that. The China buffet, the whole China buffet thing. And here, I can't stand not having that on. And here we are years later talking about it because it was our own stupidity. He has Mike, his cups. You know, he just doesn't understand how easy it is when you pull shit like this. If you're going to walk out your front door and go stand on a street corner that's next to your house, how stupid is that? I broadcast live all the time when I'm out riding around. But you think I'm dumb enough to give you the exact location or even come close to where I'm at? Not even fucking close. Nope, ain't going to do it. Because Bob is the one that contacted the landlord in Virginia and gave him a ration of shit. He contacted the landlord's job in Virginia like he was going to have any freaking input whatsoever into someone's status on their job that they've been at for 30 plus years. Yeah, it didn't work, did it? No, not a bit. No, it didn't work one iota. Hey, there's Bruce. Sorry, Bruce. I couldn't figure out what the hell the sound problem was, so I had to reboot, and that seemed to fix everything. So let's hope it just stays this way. But yeah, he just doesn't get it. He doesn't realize that if you're going to broadcast, you know, from a restaurant, make sure it's not like 2-3 blocks from your house. You know, that's just stupid shit. No, at their school, I think the school was registered under Jennifer's name because he always said that, oh, this is some, you guys really screwed up something that Jennifer's wanted all of her life. She's always wanted to have a karate school. And even in the news story that they ran, which that they said that he was not required by law. He was not required to tell any of the parents about his background because he's not on the registry. Ah, there's Rick. Now, that might be a different case there. It required under city or county license laws. Now, that might be a different case there. But according to the WSMV news team, Jeremy Finley looked into it, that he didn't have to do that. He didn't have to tell anybody. Yeah, he didn't have to tell anybody because the old dumpster, that's right. 4 convictions. How do you get 4 convictions? Ooh, I'm up to 7 viewers. Woohoo! Tennessee law has been updated. No convicted felon. I don't understand that. Oh, and hey, I'm going to do something here real quick. I just realized I smeared them. I'm going to use these because someone sent me these a while back, and I just wanted you to know I do use them from time to time. And they are really nice. I only use them here. I hardly ever. Watching him now, he's not live anyplace. Or are you just playing videos? I'm going to tell you, that's a nice thing to have, too. It really cleans them up good. Oh, this you mean? Whoops. This one? Ooh, look at that. It even came with its own arm. There's the arm. And it is kind of nice. And I tell you, it sure makes me, when I'm doing my model videos, when I'm recording for those, it sure is nice to have that just there and know that I'm getting a lot better sound because I've already done a couple of videos with it and it seems like it's doing pretty good. So you'll never get me off the internet. Where are you at? I wonder who he's crawled up with now. Because I'll show you another one. You got to figure out which window is it in. This one. There we go. I'm going to share this one. I've got multiple browsers opening. And here's one of his latest, his Road Stars of Rock page. He fired this back up when Jack Russell, when Jack passed away, which was last August. And then started firing this up and kept going at, man, I'm going to sue all you guys. I'm going to sue everybody. And he'll come up on that. And here's all he's doing is posting other people's crap because he didn't have anything on his own. Here's Nate Peck. We tried to con that guy. Coming soon, Jack's Cold Beer. Okay, yeah, let's have a. I haven't known too many recovering alcoholics that want to sponsor beer. Idiot. And let's see, I think there was a one I want to get down to here. There's the scammers right there. These two crack addicts. I'm fucking this guy over. You know, here he claims that he was the manager and he posted this. Jack Russell's missing $98,000. Can anyone tell us where it is? Well, you claim to be the manager. Why don't you tell us where it is? You lying sack of shit. Okay, and here we go. Here we go. Heather Russell is now an admin on her Facebook fan page for Jack, as all of his social media has been hijacked. Where have we heard that before? This page will now be used as intended. JRGW News to promote and protect the Jack Russell legacy. Now he says, we're preparing a huge Jack Russell story. Stay tuned, as this is huge. 20 hours of recorded information, documents, videos, photos, testimonies from band members, promoters, and interviews. We have been pushed into releasing this information. We're very sorry that other rock music artists and bands are being pulled into this. We will inform you of who they are, why they are now involved, and what will now most likely be the end of a few music careers and relationships. You wanted our attention? You got it. Where have we heard all that crap before? We've heard all this crap before, over and over and over. And you know what? He's never done shit. Never, ever, ever done jack diddly squat. And he's never going to do jack shit. Now, this is not Jack Russell's Great White webpage. This is Mark's page, so that he can try to get rid of his dang it, it's not letting me click on that link. There it is. Now I get it. Because he's trying to get rid of this stuff now. That he stole from Jack Russell and Great White. And if he did run out of stuff and has some of this stuff been remade, you can bet that he got the cheapest fucking place he could get and is still charging the same run. Look at this, $30. And how are you going to get an autographed Jack Russell? 8x10 now, moron. He passed away in August, moron. How are you going to get that? You can't. You can't. Sorry, bud. They're finding out that AutoPen just doesn't work. Oh, vanity license plates with or without autograph. Again, you can't get that. Autographed Jack Russell Road Warrior commemorative guitar sold out. Isn't that convenient? Autographed Captain Jack leather motorcycle jacket package sold out. Gee, I wonder why that is. There's another one that's sold out autographed, of course, because he's keeping these. He thinks they're going to be worth big bucks in about another year or two. Either that or he already has posted them on eBay. So you look at the stuff that he's out of. You can't get it back because it's copyright. Oh, I love the semi-precious JRGW charm bracelet sold out. What? Did your cohort in your criminal enterprise, Jen, get tired of making them? That why you ran out? There's another one. Jennifer got tired of frickin' making these. Huey. Those you can make for about $1 a piece. Those keychains. Items not refundable once shipped. Orders are processed and the order they are received. Please allow 3 weeks for delivery. Are you actually going to send people shit, or is this going to turn into another thing where nobody gets anything and you just screw them out of their money? Which is basically what he's going to do. Well, he doesn't even offer an option of like getting it on a waiting list or anything like that. It's just sold out, and a little bar to for sizes and shit. It's not even there. But yeah, you're right. He's what the heck? What the heck? Oh crap! I know what I did. There. That fixed that. I would think it'd be a federal charge, but who the hell knows? You just don't know what's up with these morons, you know. And the more the bad thing about it, I wish I never would have gotten involved with this little shit. Wish I never would have met the little motherfucker, because this freaking rabbit hole has gone on and on and on and on and on, and it hasn't stopped yet. And I don't think it will stop until the man freaking croaks and he's 6 feet under. He just keeps on and on and on. And, you know, little Mr. Mission, Texas down there. You know, he's not the brightest bulb in the box either when it comes to kind of not letting people know where he's at. Because we know where the Tennessee moron is. But now you just got to figure out where the Texas dumbass is at. He just freaking Ranch House Burgers. Oh, I thought it was a mission. It's not. That's just the address, I guess. But I don't see. When I'm looking through here, there's a Mission Police Department pretty close to that fire station too, as a matter of fact. So, my. But when you're looking around here at some of these places, I guess I'm not. Look, I thought I was sharing that. Yeah. Ooh, a big whopping 6 watching. Okay. I don't mind that. And here's one of the streets around where Jabba's living at. Yeah, kind of digging that dragon right there. That's pretty cool. But oh yeah, look at that truck. You ever see one with two steering wheels in the front? Sometimes Google Maps, when they put these pictures together, it'll mess up a little bit like that. So this is one of the main streets in Mission. But shoot, now that he knows that people are getting close to possibly figuring out where he's at, he'll probably find an excuse to, they don't like me here anymore. The rent got too much. I can't afford it. Moron, all you do is bounce from place to place to place anyway. You want to talk fucking addresses? You're always bitching and squawking at me about, oh, Harry's got this many addresses, and there's murders at every place where he's lived at. Oh my God, really? Well, let's go take a peek at Bobby Lee Jones, Texas. Here we go. Let's take a peek here. Got to get to the one where I got to take the age down. Because he's 10 years younger than I am, so that puts him at 58. And he just had a birthday, so I think he's 58 now, if memory serves me correct. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong. Find a Vito in Portland. Bob is closer to the gas station due to his pop was still rattling. Yeah, but he could have just filled it up with frickin' ice and dang ad. Get out there. 53, 62, 61. I've had to do this before because that name is so so standard, and there's so many of them. I could put in Palmhurst. There he is. Come on, let's take me over to the view details for it. Come on. See, and there's the address for the mansion. And that's not even his phone number anymore. But that's the mansion that he used to live at, which frankly, he screwed up when he got his ass booted out of there. Yes, he did. And here's a bunch of phone numbers that no longer go to him. And here we go. Here's his email addresses. Oh, when you backtrack some of these, guess where they go? They go to porn sites. And not just any kind of porn sites. They go to the interesting porn sites. So here's Bob's addresses since 97. There's Edinburgh, Texas, Forest Hill, Arlington. You can see that he has bounced from basically room to room to room to room to room. And a couple of these places are missions or homeless shelters. Like this one right here. $3711 Smith Street. $3711 Smith Street is the mission in Everett, Washington. Now, what was Jabba doing all the way up there in Washington? What was he doing all the way up there in Everett, Washington? I actually went on his stream one time and asked him about that, and he got, whoa, big time defensive, threw a little hissy fit, and started talking about some job that he was supposedly doing up there. And I'm like, that's not what I asked. I asked why you had to leave in such a hurry. And he never answered it, which coming from moron one and moron two, that's not surprising. Not at all. Doggone it, my freaking browser just froze up here for a minute. There, pop back in. Oh yeah, I remember Mark claiming that too. But okay, hey, to be fair, all right, I'll do this. To be fair, I'll be fair. I'm going to share this tab. Okay, and here's mine. This is mine. This is mine. So, yeah, no, I don't live there anymore. I don't know why they got Harry M. Brogan here. I don't know where they got that. Oh, let's see. No, none of the numbers are good anymore. And most of those freaking email addresses aren't any good anymore. And then you can come down here and look and view all addresses. Sure, I don't care. There you go. Going back to what's that? This is November of '88 to '93. I wasn't at that apartment for that long, but I was there for quite a while. And I can look through these and see this one is messed up because it's got the same address, 1336 East Street, number 6 and number 7. Well, I didn't live in two apartments at the same time. That's not possible. Let alone living there in January of 2025. No. Oh, that's funny. That's funny. Those are nice apartments though over there. I will say that. 904 Vandiver Drive was where I worked at when I was in Missouri. 1728 North Providence Road. Yep, stayed there. Stayed there on White Manor Court. South Street. I only stayed in Kansas for, what was I down there for? About a month, I guess. And from Salina, I went over here to this one in Lenexa and was over there for about 6 months. You keep in mind that a lot of these addresses that you see here, like this one, that's a work address. Well, that's an oldie, 2820 North 2nd Street here in Lincoln. That's an old one. 1113 Baker Road. That was a nice place. I like that place. And no, I was not in 302 North Bayette. Well, I was there in 99, but I wasn't there in November 2000. No, I'd already moved. But yeah, no, hell, I've moved a lot. Why? Because I actually worked for a living and I did contract work. So I went where the work was at. And if you actually go through and plug all those addresses into Google Maps, you know what you're not going to see? You're not going to see a homeless shelter. Yep, you won't see a homeless shelter. But you will find 2 homeless shelters in this one. I won't tell you where they're at, but you can go in and plug the addresses in. You can figure it out pretty much for yourself. Which ones are the homeless shelters? No, it wasn't right after that that he opened that karate place, the one in Portland anyway. Yeah, there's a guy out there that I've been in contact. Uh-oh, what the hell happened there? That was weird. Never had that happen before because I'm hardwired in. I'm hardwired into the computer. Huh. There we go. Yeah, you're right. Anyone can open one. And that's a drawback. I mean, but see, and here's the thing about that. He opened one in Denver, and the local karate people figured him out real quick that he was what do they call it? They call it a McDojo. That's what they like to call it, I guess. They call it a McDojo. And they exposed him in Denver real quick. I don't think that place in Colorado even opened its doors because he got exposed. He announced that they were going to open this up. And then boom, there was nothing. I mean, nothing. You can't find any information about that shit on him. In Colorado because they shut him down so fucking fast. I wanted to see. Okay, guys. Hey, I got one for you. You're going to like this. You're going to like this one. Share the screen again. Share the screen again. And what do we have here? Lo and behold, it's a street view. Oh shit, they went into the parking lot. Looky there. That's pretty cool. What's this? There's the kettle corn place. That's the former barber shop that he ran into, and the WSMV studio showed up. And I'd be willing to bet you, I'd bet you that Southern barber. Whoops. Get back over here. Come on. There we go. I'll bet that Southern barber is just tickled pink having a big place like that because they can serve a lot of customers in a short amount of time and make money hand over fist. And I bet they won't run away if the news crews come walking in there. It's right across the street from the municipal building too. Hey, Mark, before you get too freaking old, you may want to get out and just try to do something so you can put yourself a little bit of pension money away. So yeah, I bet he does. Oh, and have you noticed freaking what the fuck is with the right side of freaking Bob's face? It used to be the left side, but now they got a camera that's facing the right way. Mine's actually backwards, I believe. Let me see the shirt. Yeah, mine's backwards. Oh yeah, that'd be cool. Call the barber and do an interview and find out if there was any major damages or anything done when he packed up his shit and moved away, because they left out of there in a fucking hurry and left the landlord, stiffed the landlord for a year's frickin' rent. Let's see. Why did I freaking do that? I didn't want to do that. I wanted to see. And moron, just because you're boycotting the WNBA, I rather doubt that they really give a rat's ass that you're boycotting them. Let's see if I can find that. This it? No, that's not it. Let's see if I can find the. Oh, and I remember that LeBaron in the chat over there had mentioned how he had, formerly John Voight's, abracadabler, that about him drinking out of his spit cup. And guess what he did? You had just mentioned that. You had just mentioned that he did that a few years back, and lo and behold, not a couple days later, he did it again. Which I thought was just, it was like, oh my God, it was like you predicted it. You hit the nail on the frickin' head with it. All right, so, all right. Just for shits and giggles.
Almost took a drink of my spit.
Oh, love it. Gotta love it.
Boy, that would have been a bad puke up session. Woo-wee. That would have been real fucking bad. I still might go puke just for the hell of it, just thinking about it.
You can hear him in the background when he goes off camera. You can hear him puking. Because he took a swig from his own frickin' spit cup. How stupid can you be? I got to fix that. I got that spelled wrong. Well, where the hell is that freaking breakfast one at? Huh, maybe I didn't post the breakfast one. But can somebody please tell me what the fuck this is? What are you spraying for? What in the hell are you spraying for? Known a lot of people with beards, and I've never known anybody that had to spray their beard with something. I don't think I've got that frickin'. I got to go out here and see if. Let's see. Ah. Huh. Let's see. Captures. There we go. I got it under Bobby's breakfast time, but I haven't got it cut down. It's still a 20-minute video. But if this will, let's see if this will play. And if it is, I'll bring it up. I think I posted it in KK. There we go. Yeah, okay. I'm going to share this. Where did I go? There I am. Yeah, it does. It looks like I didn't even think about that. I'm going to look it up and see if that's what it could be. Off mosquito spray. Now this is his breakfast. And look at the amount of frickin' look at the amount of frickin' sugar, maple syrup, and that's fake maple syrup that he's putting on this shit. Oh, I'm diabetic, but look at this. And I tell you what, in that frickin' video, you ought to see the sugar that goes into his frickin' drink too. Holy shit. I haven't edited it down. This is the only thing I made out of it. But is that unbelievable or what? And this is a guy that has shown his little frickin' diabetic sugar thingies that he's got on his arms. Uh-oh. My video is messing up. Let me go over here and take a... It could be the GIF is doing that, because that's just a GIF that I threw together with the... But you look at the amount of fucking sugar just there. Just there. And remember, this is not even including the times that he sits and he just frickin' lays in his bed and stuffs his face with shit. Well, he's good. Well, now I've seen the little thing on his arm, and he actually was doing the test the other day. So video's back. Hey, I'm back. It's not FUBAR anymore. Oh crap! I bounced down to one viewer right quick. Let's see. Has he gone live yet? Let's see if he's gone live. Nope. I figured since I dropped off in viewers that he might be going live. Because he doesn't do a goddamn thing all fucking day, but lounge in that bed. He lays around there all day long. And streams. That's all he's doing these days. And frankly, if anyone out there is dumb enough to send this moron any money, it's not going for lawsuits. It's not going for gas for a car or anything like that. It's going for alcohol. That's what it's going for. And frankly, that's all he's worried about. He could give a rat's ass less about having a place to live, for that matter. He could get thrown out of there at any time and it wouldn't matter, because he'd find some other little piddly ass place to live. The viewer count's only showing one, but I don't give a rat's ass, because I'm going to bring this up because I want to light his ass up about it again. Now, what you see here, this is the Everett Gospel Mission in Everett, Washington. And this is, according to Bob's page, since he loves going by addresses on these frickin' search pages, Snohomish County, that's very hard to pronounce, 3711 Smith Avenue, Everett, Washington. According to this, he was up there from 97 to 2009, but he wasn't up there for that long. That's an awful long time. He was not up there for that long because he had to leave in a rather big hurry. Why? Because evidently there was some little incident that cropped up with a female type person. And he was basically told, move along. Or you may end up someplace that you don't really want to be. And he scooted his fat ass out there in a pretty damn big hurry. But he didn't want to discuss that. He didn't want to discuss that. Well, that, and the other reason too is he just can't stay away from the alcohol. So, all of these places like this have got some strict rules. They've all got strict rules. You can't show up there like at night, whatever they call it, lights out time, and you better not be drunk because they'll send your ass packing and you can be out wherever for the night. And, if you were up there in Washington State in November, it gets a little fucking cold up there. So that's likely another reason that he would have gotten tossed because, he don't want to follow rules except his own. He doesn't believe anybody except what he tells people. I'm trying to see what this building is right here. Oh, that's just a shed place because that building there said that's the men's shelter. So just wondering, they usually keep those shelters kind of close to one another. But that's that one. And then we'll come over here to 2400 Cypress Street in Fort Worth. And what's at 2400 Cypress Street, you may ask? Well, looky here. I'll take you right into it. Go to the street view. Oh my goodness, looky there. Oh, these are new pictures too. This is another shelter. Carl Travis Men's Presbyterian Night something or other. Now, last time I looked at the street view, there wasn't that many people hanging out waiting to get in. Not a lot of people waiting to get in. Hey, Jabba, take a look. You might recognize some people. Or did you get booted out of here too for your freaking drunken nonsense? That's quite a bit of homeless people they got pictures of here. I mean, look at this. And it's up in Dallas Fort Worth area. There's the women's center. So it's right close by the men's shelter. What did you get thrown out of there because you were harassing women over at the women's shelter too? Is that why you got thrown out of that place? See, but that's the thing. That's the thing. He can make fun of me all day long and twice on Sunday. And it's so easy for me to do this shit that it just, boom, here you go. Take a look at this. Boom, here you go. Take a look at this. Boom, here you go. Take a look at it. And what has he shown about me? Not a fucking thing. But I have on him. And it really is, man. It's so fucking sad that you can't stay. I mean, you got thrown out of that mansion, and you had it made at the man. I remember when you first got in there. You did a couple of live streams from out front, going, "Hey, look at where I'm living at now." You were damn proud of that, and saying along these lines, "Bet Mark's never been in a place like this. Bet he never has." It's not just homeless shelters. He has lived in, if you go through those addresses and look at where he's lived, it's been little dirtbag houses, basically the throwaway type rooms for rent kind of places where you don't give a shit if you get tossed out of it or not. So, and that's exactly what's going to happen to him. He's going to get thrown out of this place. See, but now here's a good thing for you to contemplate and think about. Now he's stuck down there in southern border town, Texas, with no car, not even a bicycle. And he's kind of, the only way he could possibly get out of there is, I don't even know if Greyhound runs down there. No, I guess they do have they got some Greyhound stations down in the area. Go figure they'd have one right across the border. There's one up in McAllen. No, that looks like it's could be a city bus terminal as well. I don't know. Oh, yeah, there is. There's the city buses sitting right here. So they got a city bus terminal here too. So so he really could get out if he wanted to leave. But I think something seriously happened up there in Tarrant County for him to pack up and go. Because here's what I'll do. I'll show you this. Oh, come on. I have my little thingy there. There it is. Get that back. There's Mission, Texas. Okay, so this conceivably is where he's at now. And he's from, or he came down from, I'll just put Fort Worth in. Let's put Fort Worth, Texas in. We're just going to see. Oh, I'm not sharing it. Shit. Let's just see how far it is from. Because here's Mission, Texas, way down here by the border. And that's 7 hours one on that route. There's 8 hours on another route. If you want to go around San Antonio, I guess. I suppose you can, this one is 7 hours, almost 8 hours coming in on the backside to the western side of Fort Worth. So he's looking at a good 8-hour trip. And I tell you, I'll be honest with you, years ago, I worked the carnival right here in Brownsville, Texas. And you can see that that's really close to South Padre Island and the Gulf of Mexico. Well, when we shut down there, I hitchhiked from there all the way back through. And it took 3 days just to get across the state of Texas. Yes, it's that fucking big. 3 days hitchhiking just to get across Texas from south to north. I'd never been so happy to see a welcome to another state sign in my life as I was that day when that happened. But yeah, he's got no transportation. Basically, he's got no money because if he gets an extra $20-$30, he's going to go spring for a 12-pack and get himself into a drunken fucking stupor. And they're not going to allow him drunk on a bus. Not even a bike. What a loser. And Mark is so proud. Yeah. Mark only hangs out with people worse than himself. So his pool of, well, that's not entirely true because he had his shot at living a good life and he fucked it up. Like he always does. Hey, I got 3 people watching. Come on in, Bob. Come on in. Are you live over there yet? I'd love to share your stream. Nope, not yet. And your buddy up there in Tennessee hadn't been live in years. I don't even waste my time checking to see if he's live anymore because he never is. He's never live anymore. All right. Gal I know took home what'd you say? A first place in box stock at a model show for her Datsun 240Z. That's pretty good. Look, proud. I'm sure she's proud of that. That's a nice little trophy to have too. Cool. Who sent me a message over here? Oh, okay. Okay. He's not going to go live this week. He's not going live this week. Although he does have, hang on, let me find it here real quick. Because I just saw it. I just saw it. Okay, you guys are really gonna love this. Yeah, bring it up. There's nothing here yet, so share screen. You guys are gonna love this. The Team Hate backup channel. He says, this is a backup channel containing 65 videos set to private. All videos will be public when needed. Yeah, I'm really worried. So you're going to post some ancient shit that you had posted, what, 5, 6, 7 years ago? No, guess what, Mark? Nobody fucking cares. You got a couple of channels like that. This used to be the Virginia Beach News Channel. And now it is John Boy Taylor Trash. Because he still thinks that bothers people. And here's Scott County, Virginia News. Now called Fireman John, 269 John Anthony Taylor, with no spacing, no punctuation, no nothing. Of course. Naturally. See, and this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27 YouTube channels, 27 YouTube channels, and most of those are for harassment purposes only. But here's a funny one. I'll bring this up. This is a funny one. Oh, what happened? Where'd all your freaking lying ass autobiography videos go? They're all gone. Been asked a few times to do it, booking a movie. Really? View email address. I'm not a robot. Now remember, this is publicly available. Since you're a public filter, markconnorslife@gmail.com. Ooh. Joined September 11th, 2019. Got a whopping 5 subscribers. And no videos. No playlist. He deleted all those. Fortunately, I have copies of them. That's right. I got copies of them. I got them. And I love this. This one he had up is Kelly Taylor Trash TV. Here's what it looks like now. Oh, this channel was removed because it violated our community guidelines. Oops. Oopsie, oopsie, oopsie. Perhaps one of the funniest ones that he's got up is this one. Idlewild Television. Because this has got his Woodmill Firewood Company, where he's trying to push firewood in front of a gas fireplace. Moron. The jail blotter. Oh, hell, that's only a minute long. I can play that one.
Barry from Rick Studio again with another feature of
Hey, how you doing? I'm Mark from IdleWildRadio.com. It is that time of year again, and guess what you're going to need? Firewood. Well, don't you worry, because Idlewild now has a new firewood company. IdleWildRadio.com can supply Idlewild and Pine Cove, San Diego, Los Angeles, all kinds of areas out there that you want some good quality firewood. All you got to do is give us a call. We do deliver up in the Idlewild and Pine Cove also. So, it's really good quality service, good customer service, dependable, reliable, good wood. Give us a call, 760-747-8243. Again, 760-747-8243. And if you mention my name, we'll give you a discount. IdleWildRadio.com. See ya.
Oh, man. He's such an idiot. Now, what was that? What was that other channel? Let me think. Let's see. Oh, and yeah, I think it's this one where he shows up on this frickin'. Yeah, here it is. This guy's show. He showed up on the show in this frickin' full camo. I'll see if I can jump up to where he's at. This is an hour-long show, hour-long program. This guy, Bill Dietz, actually did a lot of stuff, and here's
about that for a long time. Oh, God. Still need counseling.
I even told Todd to bring Mike, the bass player.
Yeah, Mike.
Bring Mike in too as the manager and get him in the ring.
Overseer got to get to court. Here comes trouble. Hold on. For how many cups of coffee he's had. Attitude adjustments. Yeah, here he comes. I'm gonna have a sip of my coffee right now.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna be thinking I'm having Mark Connor's coffee. Yeah.
There he is.
There's the top of his head. There he is. All right. G.I. Joe. All right. Now we got like a week contest going on every week to see who's crazier. This is nuts. Where's your gun?
Now, don't you just love the ski goggles with the Marine Corps helmet or Marine Army helmet on? Gotta love them ski goggles.
Can I come up?
There you are. Hey.
Can I come up?
Yeah, come on up. You're on.
It's safe.
You're on.
Is it safe?
I don't hear nothing popping yet. I hear it.
Oh my
Hear
God.
that gun?
Will!
There's Will. There it is.
We're at Facebook espionage war today.
Good morning to you.
So good to see you, bro, Will. Lost Jason Aldean. Are you serious? It wasn't real to begin with.
Right.
And I got
I got you on that one. Oh,
Or Facebook, then I don't even know. I didn't know it was going to go like this.
yeah. Well,
Yeah.
you wouldn't
So-
pour gas on a fire.
Today I'm in my Facebook espionage war game attack uniform. I'm ready to rock and roll. I'm ready to
Facebook espionage war game attack uniform.
Attack. I don't know
General
if you guys,
Connor.
and they're about to stop. I don't know if you guys know it. We've got now 5 cities involved in on this little thing that we're doing here, guys. We are rocking and rolling, all of us together like this, pushing each other.
He's trying to run in this one. He's trying to run one of his concert scams that never comes about. Never comes about. Something he was trying to push down in Florida that never came about. You never saw what? That one? Well, hang on, John. I'll Here's the link. I knew you were going to ask for it. Damn, I've been alive for almost 2 hours. I'm going to have to get off of here because I got to have some dinner yet. I haven't eaten. I was going to have me some breakfast, and then it got too late. And then I was going to have me some lunch, and then it got too late. Then I was going to have me some dinner. By the time I was thinking about that, it was time to come on and go live. Oh my. Oh my. All righty. I've got to share one more because this one evidently. Yeah, that's King part is Rob. And he just posted a couple of videos, and I'm going to share one.
Political rambling. Ah, yes, the king of Keystone Wisdom is back at it, slurring through another drunken manifesto. He probably thinks he's enlightening the masses, but in reality, he's just raising his BAC faster than his credibility. Somewhere between mispronouncing Constitution and forgetting what year it is, he manages to derail himself into the butthole challenge. And here's where the wheels really fall off. So according to the king of Keystone Wisdom, the only way to prove you're not gay is to have your butthole personally inspected by him. Hold on, what? This man is out here screening his male audience like a TSA agent on a power trip. Newsflash, champ, if your recruitment process involves mandatory hole checks, it's not the watchers who should be proving anything. You're basically running a drunken one-man proctology clinic, except without the medical degree, just the deep-seated curiosity. This creepy donation beggar is out here screening his male audience like a TSA agent with a butthole fetish.
Suck my fucking cock before I shove it down your motherfucking throat.
What in the world has he got going on here? Oh my. These are a couple of these I've seen in a couple of these I haven't.
Captain Bad Decisions himself. What's this dumbass doing now? Building a rocket out of beer cans and duct tape? Keep it up, champ. You're one forehead slap away from the nut house.
And so this is my private phone. The things you could do with a second and third life. Oh yeah, it's fun. It's fun.
I have a phone too.
That's why that I should be the dictator, and if I look over at your son, who's 10 years old, that I should be allowed to fuck your son in the ass while you're tied to the table watching.
Mostly for thinking you're more than just a drunk, mean old man.
Probably just a drunk.
Just a drunk little bitty.
Oh, he's just a drunk?
You're just a drunk trailer park supervisor now. Capique?
Well, well, if it isn't Gotham's dumbest duo, the bargain bin jokers. One's got the face paint and delusions, and the other's pulling his strings like a dollar store ventriloquist. It's like watching a cult leader and his most enthusiastic crash test dummy. You ever seen two people so committed to looking unhinged and unemployed at the same time? One's manipulating the other like it's a chess match, but surprise, they're both pawns in a game of who's the bigger embarrassment.
La 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 la. Discord allowed the stalking of me to take place, and the guy that owns it allowed it personally. So that's why I'm suing. I'm including Discord on my lawsuit for $50 million. I'm suing Discord.
This fucking piece of shit drags me down here. I'm gonna sue you.
Because they blatantly allowed it.
I'm glad you did that, Brewster, because I'm going to sue you for so much money that you're going to be in debt to me for the rest of your life.
Blatantly allowed it. If that would have took place on Facebook or X, they would have lost their accounts. And I guarantee it. But not on Discord, because Discord likes that stuff. So, and because Discord knew that these people were breaking the law stalking me, I'm including them in on my lawsuit for $50 million. And I don't need their approval to do it. And they do not have any protection from lawsuit. You cannot allow people to break the law on your social network. I don't care how proud
They're funny, aren't they?
And that is the law. Otherwise, you're a part of it and you're helping them. Aiding and abetting, baby. So I figure $50 million to both cities. I figure $50 million to the state, $100 million to the Fed. That's $250 million right there, right?
But I promise you, I won't spend a single second in a courtroom.
Shut the fuck up! Do yourself a favor and shut the fuck up.
Shut the fuck up, Cha-Cha.
Shut the fuck up. Yep.
Joker, shut the fuck up.
And there he goes, ladies and gentlemen, the human hangover. Still talking, still stumbling, and still thinking he's the main character in a movie nobody paid to see. Buddy, shut the fuck up. You're just a walking exhibit in the museum of bad life choices. With the thousands of hours of drunk footage starring you assaulting logic, dignity, and half the town, yeah, your next big gig is going to be in a courtroom. And spoiler alert, you're not going to like the ending. Court's adjourned, clown. And before I go, hey, puppet boy in the corner. Yeah, you. The greasy little handler whispering sweet nothings into Drunky McDisaster's ear like you're some evil life coach. Newsflash. You're not a mastermind. You're just the sober one dumb enough to enable this circus act. You two are like if Bad Decisions had a buddy system. One's too drunk to shut up, and the other's too desperate for relevance to walk away. You both think you're playing chess. Hate to break it to you, you're getting bodied in checkers. Court's coming, boys, and it ain't gonna be in your YouTube comments. Enjoy the ride to irrelevance. It's a short trip.
All right, let's do one more, I think.
In a smoky bar on Broadway, he'd spin his silver lies with a cowboy hat and guitar case and a sparkle in his eyes. He'd tell tales of a record deal, a voice that could sing gold. No tune ever left his lips, no truth was ever told. Oh, the singer who never sang, just a shadow on the stage. He played the part and stole their hearts, a master of charades. Dreams were painted in the night, but vanished with the dawn. The singer who never sang still keeps on stringing along. He'd talk about the Opry, said Nashville knew his name, claimed he wrote a hit for legends, yet no one knew his fame. With calloused hands that never strum, his stories cast a spell, but the strings of truth were silent, just tricks he'd learned too well. Oh, the singer who never sang, just a shadow on the stage. He played the part and stole their hearts, a master of charades. Dreams were painted in the night, but vanished with the dawn. The singer who never sang still keeps on stringing along. Did he dream of being real, or did the lie become his home? A lonely drifter spinning yarns forever on his own. Behind the mask of stories, did he ever feel the sting of all the songs he'd never write and notes he'd never sing? Now his boots are worn and dusty, his luster starts to fade, but still he works the crowds, living off the life he made. A poet with no paper, an artist with no brand. He'd rather sell the dream than face the truth about the man. No.
Back up to 5 viewers. Come on, boys. Which I don't remember this one.
All right, folks, let's dive into this absolute train wreck of a scam Joker's trying to pull. He wants you to believe this call is fresh off the wire, but we're about to crack this thing wide open like a cheap piñata. Joker picks up the phone, and oh wow, he's just so surprised. Big cheesy grin, fake warmth, acting like he just ran into an old friend at the grocery store. But hold up, this is supposed to be a serious, high-stakes call from a federal agent? Yeah, sure, buddy. I'd buy that as much as I'd buy gas station sushi. Joker says life's good, just got married. Then boom, our so-called federal agent drops the line. Yeah, I know. Miss Mills told me, or, Miss Connors now. Wait, what? So this dude just casually already talked to Joker's wife, but Joker is still pretending this is their first convo in years. Oh, the math ain't mathing. If Joker really hadn't spoken to this guy in ages, how the hell did he just have a full-on chat with the wife? It's like trying to play poker with your cards taped to your forehead. Zero effort at subtlety. This isn't a flex, it's a flop. It's a dude pulling out a 3 to 4-year-old call, slapping a fresh coat of paint on it, and expecting us to be dumb enough to fall for it. Sorry, but this con job is sloppier than a gas station microwave burrito.
Hello.
Hey, is this Mark?
Yeah, it depends on who the fuck is calling.
This is Steve Bullich. How you been?
Steven, it's really nice to hear your voice, sir.
Yes, you as well. You as well. It's been a bit.
Yep.
So,
how have you been doing?
So what are you up to these days?
Well, I got married.
Oh, wow. Congratulations. Yes. Miss Mills told me, or actually I should say Miss Connors now, told me that you guys were married now. So I was like, wow, that's pretty cool.
Yeah. We're untouchable.
Congratulations.
We're untouchable, I think. I think we're invincible.
This is textbook manipulation, misdirection, fear-mongering, and some laughably bad acting. The only thing Joker's really exposing here, his own desperation. Wrap it up, folks. The only thing federal about this call is how federally embarrassing it is.
And Bulich, who's just as big a fucking con artist as Marquez. That whole Infinity SM thing was a scam to get people's names, addresses, phone numbers, and credit card information, and then he fucking sold it to somebody else. I don't know how much he got, but you can bet that he probably wasn't hurting. So I'm glad that I never gave him any money, and I'm glad I never gave him any personal information. All he got out of me was an email address and my name. That's it. But I wasn't buying it. I'm not going to purchase something. First it was, well, we're not going to charge anything for it. And then it was, well, we need to charge a small fee for setup and stuff like that. And then I started back checking his sorry ass. Let's talk about the bricks for the wall that you decided to get involved in. You were selling bricks that people could have their name engraved on, and then you had a coin of some sort that was a coin for Trump. He bought this coin from you for like $5 or whatever it was. Then that money went to Donald Trump's election campaign back in 2016, and nobody ever saw him. And people even contacted him and asked where was it? Where's my shit? And where's Bulich now? No place to be found. He's not doing social media or nothing. He's fucking hiding out just like Marquez. Same with Johnny Horton Jr. He's hiding out too. I believe I can check that real quick. Oh my. Johnny. Holy crap, man. I did not know this. This is something that has been up there for a little while, but I just found it. Hang on, let me share it. I didn't know he had this. No, he's not in federal prison. But on the Southern Poverty Law Center's website, he's got a whole page all to himself. Look at this shit. Holy crap. Holy smokes, this is just wow. The whole page all to himself. Unbelievable. Yeah, and you're right. This is the kind of trash. Let me say that again. Trash that both Mark and Bob love to hang around with. Trash. Ooh. He did 21 months in prison. At 70 fucking years old, this guy's going to prison. At 70. And this is after getting the shit kicked out of him in a fucking that jail down there in New Mexico when he got arrested. Larry Mitchell Hopkins is his real name. And here's another one on him too. This is Valor Guardians, The Fantasy Life of an Armed Anti-Immigrant Militia Leader, a portrait of a grifter. And maybe I should get a hold of this guy and have him do one on Marky Boy, since they were buddies. Oh, what's this? What's this? Assignment. Oh, looky there. This is his discharge, or actually, this is his service record. In 67, he was at Fort MacArthur, California. Duty soldier, special princess decision. Fort Lewis, Washington. Oh, dropped from the rolls, desertion. Duty soldier. 27th of May, 69, desertion. 69-70, prisoner. At Fort MacArthur, Georgia, 70, discharged. Wow. My goodness, he just frickin'. These guys, I tell you. Ooh, that's a lovely picture, ain't it? Looks like he might have missed a few concerts, but he hadn't missed any meals. Oh my God. See, the thing about it is Johnny Horton never had any sons. He had 2 daughters, but he never had any sons. Man, this page got everything on him. I'm going to have to check that out after a while. You know, it wouldn't surprise me a bit if Mark didn't turn him in for all that crap down there at the border. As soon as he found out that he had a conviction like that. So, well, guys, I've been on for 2 hours and 17 minutes. So I'm going to get out of here, go have me some dinner, feed the old face. Not sure what I'm going to have, but I'll figure out something. So if you guys had fun on the stream, and you guys all have a nice evening, and we'll catch you later. Ooh, just heard from his neighbor. All right. Well, let us know how that goes, and we'll do another stream if we need to. Talk at you later.